Shocking, I know. I want to give a round of applause to everybody who's spoken so far. It's just been fabulous. Yeah, I always feel like an amateur gay after I get up after that many fabulous queers, because I feel just, very, very run-of-the-mill. And I gotta say that harness is epic. I'm thinking really, really ugly thoughts about it. Anyway, my name is Lori McPherson. Let us see, I go by Luke. So I am pronoun non-specific. He won't offend me, whatever name you use, whatever pronoun you use. And I want to take you back kind of Golden Girl style. All right? Yeah, right? Picture it. Tacoma Park, about 30 years ago. There's a young woman who has traveled across the country, early 20s, blonde, stunning. Spent a month in Michigan at the place where lesbians go in Michigan. There's only one. At the time, she followed some friends across the country, landed in D.C., and is working in a restaurant, waiting tables, and doing a very bad job of it. She's not built for waiting tables, and in walks Glenda Riderk into this particular restaurant. I don't know the whole story, I only know bits and pieces. Sees this stunning young blonde, and does what Glenda does. Walks up, puts her card in her pocket, walks away. That woman is my wife. That young woman in Tacoma Park ended up being my wife, and I want to tell you a little bit about how we got there and how important Glenda has been to our story. Glenda is the one who I think was most responsible for getting Jessie, my wife, up to Baltimore. They have had a long and interesting relationship, and that is their story to tell, not my story to tell. And I come into the story about 10 or 15 years ago. Another picture it moment. It's about 2004. I'm sitting in couples counseling over Club Chaos on 17th Street in Washington, D.C. And the issue of the day is the fact that I like to go to the leather rack and just look at stuff. I just like to look at stuff at the leather rack. That relationship didn't end right away, but eventually it did, and I ended up coming out into the leather community in about 2004, 2005. And in D.C. at the time, there wasn't a whole lot down there, and so very quickly I got turned on to Baltimore. I got a number of elders down there, and were telling me, baby, no, you need to go to Baltimore. Don't stay in D.C. You need to go to Baltimore. There's some leather guys up there who know what they're doing. And oh boy, did they know what they were doing. And so I quickly was introduced to the Playhouse, which was the women's play space over on Coward and Reed, that burned down a number of years ago, unfortunately. And also very quickly was introduced to Glenda. I doubt her intentions were pure when she met me, because really her intentions are rarely pure. And I kind of fit the mold. Like I'm a daddy boy, Uncle Dyke, Dom sub switch, and like that's like pig, and so that's Glenda's type. And while her and I never got involved in that kind of way, we did develop a friendship, and it was at the Playhouse that I met Jessie, and it was at the Playhouse where Jessie and I spent most of the first couple years of our relationship, because we're poly and we weren't each other's primary at the time. Things happen. And so we had our dates at the Playhouse, and Glenda let us use that space and let that relationship develop. Glenda is the person who started Up Fist, which is these folks, Females Investigating Sexual Terrain. We're a leather backpatch club, or a women's leather backpatch club here in Baltimore, of varying activity levels depending on how we're feeling. But she's the one who grounded me in the leather community and taught me about the leather community in a way that no one else had. And one of her favorite sayings, and I use it a lot when I try to explain the leather communities, She says that blood's thicker than water, but leather is thicker than blood. And my sisters in the leather community, who I've gotten to know here in Baltimore nationally, Glenda is a nationally recognized leather person. I think that's a fair thing to say. She's a treasure for us here in Baltimore, and it is because of her, and it is no understatement to say, that it is because of her that I am married to the person I am married to today, and that I was able to find out all that I am through the leather community. And so, Glenda, thank you. And if you're a big old pervy queer and you're not quite sure where to go, talk to Glenda.